Welcome back to Conference TV here at Tissueworld, Milan 2019. With us in the studio now, no stranger to our TV studio here at Tissueworld over the past few years, the legend that is Fernanda Accorsi. From Accorsi Retail, of course, in Spain, got to say that very carefully, where you're just an absolute expert on what's going on in the world of tissue, consumer habits, the things that are changing. I mean, you were part of a panel discussion with me on day one. What was the key message, though, Fernanda, and welcome, that you wanted to get across?
Thank you, Michael. It's a pleasure to be here again.
Pleasure to have you back.
Key message, many actually. I would say from a retail perspective that we have an interesting landscape now if we consider the e-commerce, for example, as an interesting channel coming to stay. And I think this is an important piece so we can consider in our sector right now, especially because consumers, when they're buying for convenience, because e-commerce helps them to make this purchase, I think e-commerce was an interesting point for us, talking about channel, talking about retail.
It's a lot more dominant today than it was 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, for sure, and the growth is impossible to imagine right now. Exactly. So brick and mortar stores are actually now hurrying to be able to achieve the level of qualification, I would say, that the online retailers, the 100% online retailers, they already have, for example.
Can they do it? Is there still a future for traditional bricks and mortar retail in the tissue space? Do you think it's still there?
Of course they can do it. The only thing is that
why?
They need to start with the right people for that particular specification. The difference is that online retailers, they already started with that key already turned, right? So every business can improve, it can do better. We can see already retailers improving, not just in Europe, but in America, for example, Walmart playing an important role already on an e-commerce level. But of course, we have still the giants there teaching us as well. I think it's important to take Amazon, for example, as a good example, and they've built a benchmark. So it's interesting to learn.
We've had other speakers during the conference tell us that shopping in traditional bricks and mortar has got to become more experiential, more theatrical. It can't just be the commoditization and the way it used to be of shoppers pushing around a trolley and loading things in.
For sure. So now we have not even just the multi-channel, we have the omni-channel, which means that you can research online and you can purchase offline, but you can also research offline, purchase online. So it's when they cross and when they happen at the same time, right? So yes, for sure, we will see the stores reducing their sizes and becoming experience centers. Yes, with tissue, a little bit different because the experience for tissue, depending in what sphere we're talking about, can be a bit tricky. But of course, if we just go to the kitchen, for example, we can experience the products. We can go to the point of sales and have that particular point of trying it. No, for sure, yeah.
So it's going to be a market that's not going away. The balance in collecting and shopping is different to which it ever was before. So we're going to be talking about this, I guess, for many years to come as well in the tissue world. Tissue's not dead in traditional stores. That's a message that we want to get across, I guess, but it's equally important to say it's also very much coming alive in the internet shopping space as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I am a millennial, and we're talking a lot about millennials as well. We've been speaking about millennials in our panel. Of course, is a different generation. And I was speaking about myself at that panel, right? So I still like to purchase offline. I still like to have the opportunity and the possibility of trying what I'm about to buy. What can happen is that once I know what I like, I can go online and make it more convenient for me to keep purchasing, for example, in automatic mode. If I just want to go there and do a subscription and I don't even need to care anymore, I have my list saved there, for example, right? So this is convenience, but the brick and mortar, I mean, they will be there. I mean, we are passing on the street and you forgot something. That kind of convenience it still exists. We still need to pass by a store and get something that we forgot, or check it out and have the possibility of comparing on a different environment, I would say. So the e-commerce cannot cover everything.
Should tissue manufacturers be looking to partner with retailers rather than just deliver to them and expect sales?
Oh, for sure, they're doing that already, Michael. If you see, there's this manufacturer, the company called Quilted Norton
Yeah.
in the US. So they partnered, for example, with Amazon in the past, and they did a super cool campaign where they were offering a 45% discount, for example, in that particular day for shoppers that they decided to go to Amazon straight and subscribe, and they would just be purchasing the same brand forever, and they would just get that discount until the day that they would say,
Wow.
like, I don't want that product anymore, or I don't want
yeah.
that brand. So they are doing
And in
that
traditional
already.
bricks and mortar, we should be partnering there as well?
For sure, and I think that this was the beginning, no? The merchandising campaigns, they've been happening forever. I mean, yes, for sure. The big brands, the big leaders in the market, they've been doing this kind of alliances and partnerships.
And if you
yeah.
haven't, we're going to urge people to wake up and smell the coffee now because it's happening there.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, the future of retail is at the most exciting place it's been in many, many years.
You mean the present?
Well, the present. Well, the present doesn't last as long as you'd like it to.
I know.
Because the future's already
I
arrived.
know. The present's already very exciting.
but it
and
is
the future of
exciting.
retail, yeah. I mean, we cannot even imagine what's about to come. We see IoT, the Internet of Things, already present for tissue, for the tissue categories, and not just for at home, but for away from home. We have great examples from Acity, I mean, I cannot even count how many interesting initiatives we have out there. So yeah.
I know. And for me, the company in the UK, who gives a crap, who actually get involved in charitable donations if you buy their product through through them online. I mean, it's a remarkable new world.
Yeah.
We all need to wake up and get involved more and
Exactly.
more in it.
And there's the innovation.
There's innovation. Please God, more of it's got to come.
Okay.
Fernanda, it's lovely to see you again.
Always,
we could
Michael.
talk all day, but thank
Yeah.
you so much for being with us on Conference
Thank
TV
you,
here at
Michael.
Tissue World.
A pleasure.
A real pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.